So after being open for 6 years, the case of Stephen Morrison's murder has finally come to an end, with Drill Rapper Rack5 being found guilty, TY being found not guilty, and Rack5 ultimately being sentenced to a minimum of 28 years to life. God damn! Let's get into this breakdown, man. So, whew, Morrison. This is Stephen Morrison, Steve-O. Yeah, he's a brother. I'm not sure if he is the older, younger, or even twin brother of Morrison. But these two I know were like this. But as you can see, gang rapper jail for murdering content creator. This is Steve-O. This is Rack5. And the maddest thing is, as I said, this case has been open for 6 years as Steve-O was killed in 2020. If we look at this article here from 2020 by Essex Live, they had actually arrested 7 suspects, and then the case became cold at some point. It became cold. Rack5, TY were both free to walk, and yeah, but Rack5 actually got himself locked up. Let me just quickly find an article for you guys. So Rack5 had actually got himself locked up. I'm not sure if it was in 2023 or 2024. Here we go. So as you can see here, 2023. He was involved in a police chase with a gun. He was caught and sentenced to 7 years in jail. So this is in 2023. He was sentenced to 7 years in jail. So he was already serving, you know, a hefty jail sentence anyway. And obviously, whilst they had him locked up, this is when they were building up, the evidence and stuff like that to eventually um, charge him in 2025 with the murder of, Steve-O and TY as well. Forget TY. Pick up TY. He had actually TY had actually made a whole change, like a character change around. He's not now known as TY from the wild, Crocodile Dundee, as Fredo calls him. So yeah, so TY was involved, and he built up, he rebuilt his life, jumped off the road, and obviously in 2025 July, he was also charged with murder, and he ended up snitching on Rack5. Crazy stuff. As you can see here, Chris Summers is a crime journalist who, you know, keeps us up to date with the cases that rappers and etc. go through. And he reported on the 8th of June that Jonas Germer or TY had told that old Bailey that Rack5 was the one who stabbed Morrison, or he says that Rack5 told him that he stabbed Morrison. So it's all mad. It's all mad. It is all mad. But pretty much the backstory to this murder is, as you can see, the reptile. So I think CTY actually had started, his wildlife shit here. But anyway, quick breakdown. So pretty much 2020 CGM. They're filming in, I think it was near Epping Forest, which is East London. They'll film it in Epping Forest, filming their music video in the car park or all sorts. Steve-O is just in the local area anyway, drunk or high. Said he was high. He was in the local area, and then he saw these men filming their music videos, and he thought, you know what, let me try and terror them. He like drove his car towards them as if he was gonna hit them. Then he wasn't, like he was taunting, he was proper, provoking these guys until a point where he tipped them over the edge, which led to Rack5 and TY setting it on Steve-O, and Rack5 took it too far by stabbing Steve-O. Craziness, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it. There was a bit of ambiguity as to whether TY was involved. TY is reported to have punched or slapped Steve-O, but of course the one who knifed Steve-O was Rack5, man. But it's been crazy, man. I remember before obviously this verdict was delivered, there was a lot of tension as to what was going to go on, man, because it wasn't until last month where TY snitched. Bear in mind he'd been in jail since July 2025, you know? So like this has caused a lot of issues. Like it's put CGM's reputation at risk in a way because one of their main members has snitched. They've lost the rapper. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but pretty much Rack5 unfortunately was sentenced to 28 years. As this is mugshot, and they used evidence against him, such as his lyrics from this song, 10, 11 days. This particular verse here.
I see a man get wet and start holding it. That A1 got wet, A dots got wet. Why y'all got wet? Why T got wet? Got wet.
That censored lyric they believe is him saying OL. You know what I mean? 0 L's. They believe he's saying 0 L's of Steve-O. It's crazy, man. But yep, as you can see here, OL got wet and he's dead. Craziness. So look, they say that after they killed Morrison, they partied to Morrison's music. No, after they killed Morrison's brother, they partied to Morrison's music. Nuts, as you can see, 5 years after. Well, he was arrested, but charged 5 years later. Yeah, it's insane, man. I'm surprised. You know what? Morrison has actually never even like really commented on this, but I'm sure behind the scenes things are gonna work. Ah, I suppose. But yeah, man, that's another story for you lot. Rack 5 throwing his life away. It's sad as well, man, because CGM were really successful. Like he could easily have made it out of the hood, man, with Digger D like at top of his game, and obviously, but this is before Diggy D went away for the cannabis stuff. They were at its peak. CJ were at their peak, man. He could have easily built a proper career for himself. Yes, he wanted to be a madman and shit, but it's, it's just mad, sad as well, man. Super sad. You know, these man, they have all the means to make it out of the hood, and they still find themselves just throwing their life away, man, throwing these opportunities that people would kill for. It's sad. It's very sad, man. But my people, you guys let me know in the comments below what you think of this whole case, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But guys, I'll see you in the next video, yeah? Love.